Why, a notification controls you more than you think. Pause for a moment. If you are listening to this right now, there is a very high chance you have already checked your phone at least twice. Or perhaps, right now, you feel that phantom vibration in your pocket. That subtle pull. That quiet command. Just check once. And without realizing it, you are being pulled. Constantly. Relentlessly. You are not just distracted. You are under siege. When we imagine a battlefield, we think of swords, armor, noise, destruction. Something visible. Something external. But the battlefield of your life today has disappeared. It cannot be seen. It cannot be heard. Yet it is exhausting you every single day. Because this battlefield is within. The Bhagavad Gita begins on a battlefield. A warrior, Arjuna, stands frozen, overwhelmed, confused, unable to act. And in that moment, before the first arrow is released, there is silence. From that silence, Krishna speaks. Clarity is born from stillness. Now look at your life. At a red light, for seconds, your hand reaches for your phone. Without thinking. There is no silence before action. No stillness before thought. Only reaction. Instant. Automatic. Endless. Today's battlefield is not Kurukshetra. It is your screen. It is your feed. It is the invisible war between your awareness and the algorithms designed to capture it. The ancient wisdom described a restless mind. Chinchala. Flickering, unstable, constantly moving. Today, we call it scrolling. Endless. Mindless. Directionless. Your thumb keeps moving. Your eyes glaze over. Your mind never arrives. And suddenly, 45 minutes are gone. You are running on a treadmill. That is also a slot machine. Always pulling. Always hoping. Never satisfied. Only drained. The Gita warned of this long ago. If you do not rule your mind, something else will. And today, that something else is engineered, designed, optimized, funded to control your attention. Understand this clearly. The greatest currency of your life today is not money, not status. It is attention. And the ability to control it is mental sovereignty. Every notification, every red badge, every vibration is an invasion of your inner battlefield. So how do you fight back? Not by escaping the world. Not by throwing your phone away. That is not strength. The Gita teaches something far deeper. It teaches pratyahara. Not suppression. Not escape. But mastery. The power to choose what enters your mind. You become the doorkeeper of your senses. Not every sound deserves your attention. Not every notification deserves your response. Not every thought deserves your belief. Because every time you react without awareness, you enter a loop. Craving. Reward. Craving again. Endless. Exhausting. But the moment you pause, everything changes. You step out of the loop. You become the Sakshi. The witness. You notice your breath shifting. Your chest tightening. Your mind reacting. And in that awareness, you reclaim power. But awareness alone is not enough. You need detachment. The Gita calls it Vairagya. Not rejection of the world, but freedom from its control. The next time you reach for your phone, ask yourself, Why? Am I seeking connection? Or escaping discomfort? Am I choosing? Or reacting? In that single question, you break the chain. Because the system only works if you value what it offers. Validation, attention, distraction. But when you outgrow that value, the system loses its power. Your phone becomes a tool again, not your master. And from here begins the practice. Create a digital puja room. Not necessarily a place, but a time. A sacred space in your day, where nothing enters. No notifications. No messages. No noise. Just you. Your breath. Your awareness. Because in a world that demands constant reaction, your greatest strength is stillness. And in that stillness, you will hear it again. The same wisdom that once guided a warrior on a battlefield, now guiding you through the chaos of the digital age. Close the doors, not of your house, but of your mind. Because in this sacred space, the external world is completely barred from entry. Completely. Think of it like this. A deep-sea diver cannot rise to the surface instantly. The pressure would destroy him. He must pause. He must decompress. And you, after spending hours under the crushing pressure of notifications, feeds, noise, you too need a chamber. A sacred pause. Because if you rush from the depths of the digital ocean straight into real life, your mind fractures. You carry agitation, anxiety, restlessness. This is the psychological bends of modern life. So you must create a digital sanctuary. A puja room of the mind. In this space, you practice antarmuna. Inner silence. Not external silence. Inner. And understand this truth. The moment silence appears, you panic. Your hand reaches for the phone. Your mind demands stimulation. Because you are not afraid of boredom. You are afraid of meeting yourself. You have been conditioned to believe that silence is empty. But the Bhagavad Gita reveals something far deeper. Silence is not emptiness. It is companionship. You are not alone in silence. You are with yourself. But somewhere along the way, you forgot how to be your own companion. So now, silence feels like a problem. Something to fill. Something to escape. But here, the wisdom shifts. If your hands still crave a device, do not fight it. Transform it. Turn your screen from a window to the world into a mirror of the self. Do not scroll. Reflect. Do not consume. Observe. Open a journal. A blank page. And ask, what is happening within me right now? Where is this anxiety coming from? Why is my mind restless today? In that moment, you stop asking the world, what is trending? And you begin asking yourself, what is true? This is how Buddhi awakens. The higher intelligence spoken of by Krishna. Because every moment you sit in stillness, you build strength, mental resilience, emotional clarity, spiritual stability. You are training your mind to remain steady in a world designed to shake you. And soon, you will step out again, back into the noise, back into the storm. So you must prepare with a second discipline, a digital diet. The Gita calls it yukta ahara, balanced intake. You understand this with food. Eat poison, and the body suffers. But today, your mind consumes something far more dangerous. Information. What you scroll, you become. What you consume shapes your consciousness. Endless outrage. Endless arguments. Endless noise. This is not information. This is junk food for the mind. It spikes you, then drains you, excites you, then empties you. It does not feed you. It feeds on you. So before you consume anything, pause and ask, does this nourish me or drain me? Does this bring clarity or confusion? Does this strengthen my purpose or scatter it? Be ruthless, because your peace depends on it. The Gita gives you a powerful image. A chariot. Your body is the chariot. Your senses are the horses. Your mind is the reins. And you are the charioteer. But today, those horses are not just restless. They are being whipped by algorithms. Your senses are overstimulated. Your mind is pulled in every direction. And you, the charioteer, have fallen asleep. The chariot moves, but not by your will. So the goal is not to destroy the chariot, not to abandon the world. The goal is to wake up, to take back the reins. This is called sthita prajna, a state of steady wisdom, a state of sovereign awareness. You walk through chaos, but remain untouched. You engage, but are not controlled. You use technology, but are never used by it. Because your actions now align with your dharma, your purpose, your truth, your path. And now, remember this above all. Your peace is not for sale. Your worth is not measured in likes. Your mind is not a playground for algorithms. In a world that constantly pulls you outward, your greatest act of power is to return inward. The battlefield may be invisible now, but the victory is still in your hands. So the next time you pick up your phone, pause, look at the screen, and ask yourself honestly, is this a tool or an intruder? Because the moment you see clearly, you are already free.
If this message touched your heart, let your support flow. Tap like, share it with someone who needs it. And join our Gita family by subscribing to Jitajanam KP.